Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them. Beaten on the drive.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Doesn't beat the infield. Nice shot. Runs possible. 6 runs added in the over. The Phoenix are 2 for 44.
Williamson shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it. Was that just a bit
पीओ कैसे बनाए बोलना?
Usually वो आप ही बनाओगे. Need to take a bit more initiative out there.
उसको बोले हम फ्रंट डेस्क से पैसे देके मंगा दें. उसको ये पूछ हम बोल खुद ही दे देते अपने यूपीआई से फ्रंट डेस्क से हम अपना रिम्बर्स करवा लेंगे हम वहीं चले जाए सीधे लेने के लिए वो दे देगा हमें ऐसे पूछ.
हाँ एक सेकंड पुराना बिल है ना उसका फिर
वो लास्ट टाइम उसका पुराना बिल नहीं दिया था क्या?
अगर हाँ सुनो हम अपनी तरफ से ले जाए तो पैसे लेके तुम दोगे तो हाँ तो मतलब हम पुराने पैसे गएगा फिर पुराना पैसे का नहीं पूछेगा ना. ठीक है प्रोसेस रहेगा. ठीक है हाँ अगर पैसे को लेके आओगे तो नहीं करना पड़ेगा क्या?
ठीक है तो आप वो जो बंदे को भेज रहा है उसको नंबर दे दे एड्रेस दे दे इनका नंबर भी दे दे सुनील का जैसे मैंने तुझे दिया था अगर वो पुराने उसके लिए पूछे और कैश ड्रॉट से पैसे दिलवा दे. कितने का आता है वो?
ज्यादा पिछले बार लगेंगे फिर भी 250.
हाँ तो दे दे उसको 300-500 रुपए निकाल के कि वहां से पानी भरवा के ला जाए और पैसे वापस कर दे बाकी और बॉस को बोलना बिल जरूर लेके आए फिर उसका रिम्बर्समेंट करवा देंगे आप.
ठीक है मैं इसका HR में पहले वो बनाता हूँ.
गेट पास हाँ
ठीक है.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the field. The shot couldn't find a gap. Bit of a change up in the field. Nice running between the wickets, keeping the pads, not the bat though. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. They'll get at least one.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive, could have been worth more.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary. Williamson shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Big edge.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Well taken. A lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person. Off the field, there's a real feeling of disappointment. A few moves made in the field.
Great shot through the gap.
Good precision with the throw, right from the deep. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
Had to throw at the other end. A mix-up between the wickets and in the field. Gets off zero with that shot. That'd have been a little nervy. That'll settle the nerves.
Couple on off here.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the road.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Tough call either way. Might be worth risking a review if they're right.
I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble. Was there an edge? This could be trouble. Impacting outside the line. Easy decision for the third umpire. Going on to miss everything. And a valuable review lost.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand. Sprayed that very wide, hits the boundary road. The keeper had no chance there. An example of how good the mud player is, sliding across the outfield.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Huge edge. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs.
Oh yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Big shout. Good bit of timing there.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Just through the shoulder, too early.
Got all of it, and for six.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Fantastic catch.
Disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, that is a fail.
Scott is new to the crease. He'll be keen to feel bat on ball early on. Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
And they're away. Nicely off the mark. Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square.
Straight to the fielder.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Edged it. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. End of the over, 6 off it. The Phoenix are 4 for 93.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Look for a couple here.
Really, really good running from these two batters. Played it safe though, and stuck with 3. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out the middle. Yep. That was a solid shot, driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it. Yeah.
8 runs added in that over. The Phoenix are 4 for 101. Stokes on the scoreboard. Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strings.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Finds the edge. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Chance to run 2.
Yeah.
5 runs added in the over. The Phoenix are 4 for 106. That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there. Down the ground. Some adjustments to the field.
Yeah.
That's a great take. Needed a big stretch to prevent any runs.
Quick onto that infield. Massive edge. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. Got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Into the gap. Nice shot.
Opened the face of the bat to find the gap, deliberately so, and managed 4 runs.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight, and made it hard to score runs. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Beautiful slower ball, no contact at all. That was just too good.
Nice shot.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the road.
Really good shot there.
Back and across, punched well off the back foot through points to get some runs. Good throw from the deep, bang on target. That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better. This has been a good innings.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Beaten on the drive.
On the drive, bowling's too good though. Great line and length, beats the edge.
9 runs added in that over. The Phoenix are 5 for 127.
Wait on.
Doesn't beat the infield. Edge. Amazing delivery.
Great bowling, really hitting their strengths.
Edge. What a ball.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them. Good shot. Beauty.
And with that, they're off the mark.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Ali, the spinner, coming into the attack. Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Avoided the fielders, one bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. First step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Sweetly hit down the ground. They'll be hard pressed to stop it.
That's a really good half-century. Started well and has continued to up the scoring rate.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, clinically put away.
Getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, and they appeal anyway.
Take screenshot to the cricket and
Another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though. Good throw from the deep. On target.
They'll get at least one. Couldn't get it through the field. There's a run here, surely.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Misses everything.
It's off the body rather than the bat, but gets through for one.
12 runs added there. The Phoenix are 5 for 164. Drives and misses everything.
Harley with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. Exquisitely done for a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Edge, unplayable. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Loud shout.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
That's the end of the over, 2 runs added. The Phoenix are 6 for 166. Final over in this innings, plenty of wickets in hand, and it's going to need to be really accurate. Got to try and get it up into the block hole.
Saw it for the moment in left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Great shot through the gap, perfect timing.
Found the gap with ease, wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but he still raced to the rope.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond. Ease through the field, there'll be runs here.
Decisive running might have gotten to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily, so in the end, poor running.
Nice shot, runs possible.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. A couple on offer here. 14 runs added there. The Phoenix are 6 for 180. And that's the end of the innings. The Phoenix have set a target of 181 runs. Misjudged that. Takes a hit on the body.
Scamper through for the leg by, and the innings is underway.
A positive innings from this batter. Great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Nicely played.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Just about timed that perfect.
Good balance, really good balance to transfer the weight and stay on top of the ball.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
A little bit short, not horribly short, moves the feet well and the hands even better.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. First step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Found the gap with ease, wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced the rope.
A beauty, brilliant.
Back to the sheds, but a good contribution for the team today. It's been a nice knock.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Nichols, the left-arm medium fast bowler, is coming into the attack on the bridge end. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
It was wide and suitably done.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Not the ideal way of handling that ball.
I don't think there's any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Exquisitely done with a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads. Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt. 8 runs added in that over. The Super Kings are 1-27.
Well, that's a bit harsh, perhaps. I felt that it wasn't that wide.
Timed that brilliantly.
Got that one. Clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
How on earth did they manage that? Brilliant reflex catch.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This is not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
Great shot.
Good throw from the deep. On target. Pierced the gap and gets their first run.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Take that. Pivoted onto the back foot and launched it for six.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on... That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watch that in awe.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
End of the over, 22 off it. The Super Kings are 2 41. Drives and misses everything.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just time bound. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Beaten on the drive.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late in the shot.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive. Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Over. The Super Kings are 256. Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over. A little late on that, no run scored.
Edge. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. That's poor play.
Misses everything.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Just perfection and majestic. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the ball.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing. A couple on offer here. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over though on too many loose deliveries. Beaten on the drive.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
On the drive. Bowling's too good though. Great line and length. Beats the edge.
Well placed. Should get a single. There'll be one run here for them.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there. A little late on that. No runs scored.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Well, that's the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
The end of another over. This time, though, some more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted. 5 fielders are now able to be moved outside the circle.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
They'll get at least one.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Massive edge. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat though.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Right off the meat of the bat.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up. I don't
Taken. Really good one too. Beaten on the drive.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just time-bound. He just couldn't get the drive away.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Great shot. It's not going to beat the fielder.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expect.
End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are 2 of 88.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky to survive.
Big edge. That's... Edge, unplayable.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it on time, enough bat speed to pick up form.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's a great take. Needed a big stretch to prevent any runs.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. Got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. That's poor play.
Not the ideal way of handling that ball. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely. 4 runs.
11 runs added there. The Super Kings are 2 and 9. A real beauty. Just times it so well.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground of the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
Time that perfectly.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away.
Caught position to send there. A brilliant catch.
That was a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage.
Change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. They'll get at least one.
And they're away, nicely off the mark.
Yep. Well taken. There'll be runs here.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Nicholson, left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the scoreboard.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Brilliant shot.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far. Well, it's a case of blink and you miss him in this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
This could be trouble.
That's a tough call for the ball. I thought that was there to be had.
New notification. Video could capture.
Time that brilliantly.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Stokes didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary run for 6.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it, preventing 4 runs. There'll be 1 run here for them. Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
Another one gone, the 4th wicket is in the bag. Bit of trouble if there was another to come quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
With that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Beaten on the drive.
I'd say that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away. They would have been struggling to get back for another. A good call of no.
That's a long way on. Is there anyone there to catch it?
Tried it. Not very well. Smashed to the boundary.
Confident appeal. Could it be?
The right decision not to take on that field.
End of the over. 7 off. Super Kings are 433. Out. Caught.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Good bit of timing there.
They're the sort of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrist to keep control and find the boundary.
Doesn't beat the infield. Nice shot, runs possible.
Misjudged that throw and the batter survived what would have been a certain run out.
Misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be a hit. Time for cool head.
Super shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the bridge end. Well placed, should get a single.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Picks the gap perfectly.
You could see by how it whistled away from the boundary just how sweetly this was timed. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Just about timed that one perfectly.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball waste the boundary.
Couldn't get it through the field.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put. Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Immaculate timing there.
And that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
The Phoenix found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Beaten on the drive. This could be trouble.
Well, that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. Have to head back to the pavilion.
Gone. change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Good-looking shot, back into position easily, and timed it beautifully.
It was lovely footwork, a great shot, a glorious shot actually to get back and play it like that.
Quick onto that field.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
There'll be one run here for them.
Exquisitely done with a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. The right arm is coming on to bowl in the bridge end. Well placed, should get a single.
Everything is right about it. The footwork to get back, and then the back comes through the ball beautifully.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
This has been a masterclass. A great display of batting and bowling.
Looks. Pause. Cannot enter as lead. Button. Press cross select. Button list.